This is episode 53, and it's devoted to planning and creating your wonderful and amazing new 2020. Starting with a time for change in your perceptions in order to create an exceptional year. Hi, welcome to Harmony Enterprises. In this episode, my name is Carrie Fox. I'm your host, and this episode is all about really looking at who you are and who you want to be before you jump into and do any planning for your 2020. Before you start looking at setting goals, I'd like to invite you to first look at yourself from a higher point of view, changing your perception of who you are, what you are, and what reality is. So we're going to look at your life from a higher view. But let's start by taking a look at the Harmony Enterprises motto, which is live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. Which means that when you are able to look at the world from that point of view, you're also able to see your beingness from that point of view. So let's delve into that. This image shows the way most people think of themselves in relationship to spirit or higher self. Maybe they have a little soul pocket in the middle of their chest where maybe their spirit or soul resides. This is the majority of their intentions, sensations, thoughts, and behaviors. They're all involved with this physical body, the human beingness of themselves, what's happening to them, what they are doing. And oh yes, as a side thought, by the way, they do have this little spiritual connection. But this image on the right gives you a much more accurate perspective. The spirit, soul, universe, source is so much bigger than our little human beingness. It's all that is. It's infinite energy. It's cosmic consciousness. And it's only a small sliver of that energy that becomes us, the human part. Your human incarnation is that which infinite wisdom dreamed into being. So the higher part of you that designed and created the cellular being that's living on this planet at this time, this is what I refer to as dual citizenship. The fact is that yes, you are a 3D human being living on planet Earth. You are a citizen of Earth, but much more importantly, you are an extension of the consciousness of the universe. You are a citizen of all that is. That is your dual citizenship. And it behooves you to remember that in absolutely everything that you say and do. You know, the problem is that you just get so attached to this 3D human being thing, the five senses, that you're seeing things and smelling things and feeling things, that you literally shut off your awareness of the more, of the spirit part. Think about this for a moment. How do you think that your 3D human world and life looks like from the point of view of your higher self, the universe's view? If you give that a moment's thought, you'll realize that there really is a higher view you that sees your relationship with everything on the planet during this lifetime, in this incarnation. And the bigger you sees and is aware of your purpose and your intention for being here. You know about your previous incarnations. You know all about your human wants and needs. You see when you get caught up in limitations, your belief in your limitations that's causing you to feel powerless instead of powerful. And when you're living like that, the higher self, you just basically cringes going, oh my God, how do I help her see that the image on the left is really living in separation? It's an illusion. It's a density. You are disconnected from the flow of inspiration and guidance. But when you're living like the image on the right, there are no limitations. You can do and create anything that you want. This is your perception of who you really are and what is really real. So how can this new perception help you as you walk into this new decade of the 20s? How can you make a new, exciting, and delightful roaring 20s? Now, the 1920s was a time of economic prosperity, a new and progressive era, new lifestyles, new cultures, a return to civility like Warren Harding did in the roaring 1920s. There was an end to war and instead embracing peace and prosperity for everyone. Better paying jobs, employment, ways to make money for the common man, not just for those who are already rich. And we can do all that and more in the 2020s with new and awakened consciousness and a new you. Awaken to your reality of actually being cosmic consciousness, and that only a tiny sliver of you is your 3D human citizenship. It's only a small portion of the real you. Now you can use that awareness to create a new soaring 20s. Think about this for a minute. What if in every single moment you mold and create your energy? And what if every intention, every movement, every action is deliberate and is in harmony with the real you? All the energy that you can use to create your soaring 20s, soaring past your 3D limitations, eliminating any of your previous I can't because stories, swimming in an ever-moving energy field. It's time to awaken. It's time to recognize what unseen energies that you are emitting. What does your energy field look like to your higher self, your cosmic consciousness you? This is all good to do before you spend any time making plans and goals for your 2020, for you would be setting them from the previous and limited 3D version of you. But using your new and enhanced perception, you can be more mindful of who and what you really are, and using that higher view to gain access to your chosen gain access to your chosen purpose, or maybe purposes. You can see how your passions are aligned with those. You can see the power of this much higher view of yourself. To use that higher view to see where you are needed in the world. Who did you come here to help? And who did you come here to be of service to? Because I swear to you, I cross my heart that the fact that you are alive, that you have chosen to incarnate in this space and time, proves to me you came here to help. And if you haven't been helping, it is only because you have gotten lost in your 3D human existence. And if you are not flourishing, if you are struggling, same deal. So let's take a breath here and look at some inspirations to help you refocus on changing your perception of who you are and what you do, the real reality. First off, anything that costs you your inner peace is too expensive. And get clear on what matters by getting rid of everything that doesn't. It's all about perceptions and perspective. Like this photo and the perception of what you are seeing. What if there is no lake in this photo? Interesting, huh? If you can't see it, try tilting your head. And if you still can't see it, allow me to help you. See, what is real has everything to do with your perception. And what if anxiety is a gift from your higher self that's nudging you and reminding you that you have a passion to create that which is in complete alignment with your purpose? So get to it and create. And when you have to make an important decision, find some quiet alone time in a safe, peaceful place. Invoke your higher self wisdom by integrating your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects. Is there anything that your body is telling you? What are your instincts saying? Does your heart have something to say? There will come a moment when the right choice will become obvious to you. So request that your higher self take over your human vessel and become the greatest version of you so that you can allow your real self to show itself, to be revealed, gain clarity of your passions and your purpose and your power. You will know what to do next and what goals to set and how to design your intentions for your 2020. So that you can live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. Now, you can do this, and I know you can, but you knowing you can may be or seem a little unclear, depending on where you are in the perception of your life at this time. The road to understanding and integrating your dual citizenship may be a long journey. It may have to be developed over months or even years, or it can even happen quickly, instantaneously. If you can perceive yourself as a seeker on the road to harmony with your dual citizenship and with living in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being, it's time to be focusing on being a better you. This episode was all designed to encourage you to be who you really are. This episode is just a quick moment in time, so I encourage you to decide to have this intention, to take it with you into your tomorrows, to do more and be more truly you. Now, to help you with that, I've repurposed one of my Facebook groups to facilitate that awakening and expansion, to be a gathering of seekers. It is the Living in Harmony group with Carrie Fox, where you can get regular guidance, inspiration, and clarity. You can be with other speakers on this, you can be with other seekers on the same path and have access to special in-group only workshops and events, as well as being able to ask questions both in the group and in a twice-a-month live Q&A session that I'm going to do. As of right now, this is a new group, which is going to be pretty small. As I mentioned, this was a previous Facebook page that I regularly emptied out and cleared out. It was a temporary gathering place after events, but as of this week, it's a private group of seekers wishing to live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed them into being and interested in becoming fully invested in dual citizenship. I am intending a live Q&A session, as I said, twice a month, but that frequency could change as the need arises. Now, you can join this group by going to facebook.com/groups/living in harmony with Carrie Fox, and that'll take you to the group where you can join for free. This is a free group. You can also just go onto your Facebook page or profile, and in the top, in the search, just put in Living in Harmony group with Carrie Fox and it'll come in. It is a private group. I look forward to all the beautiful things that can come out of this group. And of course, I would love to hear from you as it develops as to what you might want and need. So that's basically it for this particular episode. A higher view, a time for change in your perceptions as you begin working on your version of your new Roaring 20s. I want to thank you for being with me today and living in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. Bye for now.